You may be wondering what on earth all this lot's doing on my table. You might be wondering why the plinth is off and why all this lot from the cupboard under the sink is there. You may be wondering why there is a mop and bucket by the back door. Well, last night turned into one of those nights, didn't it? I had the dinner ready, we ate the dinner, you know, the salmon and the chippy potatoes and the broccoli, and it was all very delicious, and it went down a treat with my boyfriend. And then he said, I know, I'm gonna sort your wonky fridge out because it's been leaning right back, and every time I try and open it, it pulls the whole lot out. In fact, it's still doing that. It's not quite sorted, but it's level now anyway. I said to him, well, there's more tiles under there. Look, under the plinth there. So he got the plinth off and then he discovered, horror of horrors. Yeah, if you're perceiving wetness, you are perceiving correctly. By which point I started filming again, even though I'd finished the vlog for the day. The first clip's on my phone and then I switched to the camera. So I shall insert all that here. Got a leak. I'm just filming this on my phone. This is me at 10:15 at night. I've just hurt all my muscles in my stomach trying to turn the blue tap off under the sink. There was a pop and a whoosh and a high pressure jet of water's just shot out all under my units and everything. Ivy is mopping it up as we speak. I'm gonna go and get him a towel. He wants to lie on it while he fixes it or something. It started with him trying to fix the fridge so it wasn't so slopey. And I said, well, I've got some tiles underneath the plinth under the sink to raise the level of it. So we went to get them and discovered the leak, and it's just right old can of worms. PTFE coming over.
Oh, the end of that.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the end. Oh, there it is. Is this caught on something behind me?
Yeah, there's another pipe. It's the waste pipe or something.
This is the waste pipe.
For the dishwasher.
Oh, so...
He's in a rather uncomfortable position. Fridge all of a sudden seems like rather a minor problem.
What's it?
The wonky fridge.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I didn't cause it.
You've discovered it.
Well, we couldn't
Can of
leave
worms. I was like, oh no, let's just not look. Oh, sugar. That is an actual proper
You
leak.
can't exactly leave it, can you?
No. When you said it was damp, I just thought it was a bit of damp coming in from outdoors from where the old tumble dryer hole was. But alas, no, it was actually pouring. He's taking the door off my kitchen cupboard now for easy access. There's a logical reason for this, because when he's under the sink, well, not under the sink, under the bit where the leak is, I can't open that door to get the tap on and off, and he needs me to be able to do it. So I hurt myself, so I was trying to get in from the other side. Yes, when we had the big almighty whoosh and it just... shadow, sorry, when it just suddenly it went right in his face. He was literally fiddling with it at the time. So he's actually soaking wet and his hair's all wet and everything at the moment. Oh dear. I think I might need to get a plumber in the morning. IB says it's fine, he can fix it. Hopefully he can. IB just taught me something new, didn't you? Well, he taught it to me by asking me to Google it. Apparently, PTFE tape, you know, that white plumber's tape stuff, has to go on clockwise around the joint. Who knew? Probably everyone's writing in the comments, oh yeah, everyone knows that. Well, I didn't. I moved the clothes in there because it was kind of feeling a bit claustrophobic in here. This can go in as well. I've been managing to save my white towel from IB. He wanted it to do the floor with. I was like, here, have a dark coloured one.
I don't think that was actually...
Oh, you're defending your position?
I think you may recall, I said, are you really going to give me a white towel?
Oh, is that what it was? I'm keeping calm and making tea. I don't think he's going to be drinking. You're not very good at multitasking when it comes to tea drinking. I, however, am the expert. Okay, this is stable. Washing machine's staying out for now. We're going to observe it over a period of time. Meanwhile, IB is lying on the floor, fiddling around with the legs of the fridge. And I am watching the bubble on the level. We're trying to get it in the middle.
As it happens, I don't think it will go in the middle, but it's pretty crappy.
Are you moaning about my tools?
It's not the right tool for the job is the problem.
It's now 10:30. You know, the can of worms thing, there's been more worms. So we were contemplating about how long to leave the washing machine out before, you know, risking it and pushing it back. And then he noticed that the cord of the washing machine coming off the washing machine is a different colour to the one going into the plug in the wall up on the work surface. And he said, that's plugged into an extension somewhere behind there, isn't it? Luckily it was unplugged because I'd unplugged it to plug something else in. So yeah, the extension was sitting in a pool of water. So luckily that wasn't on. He said, well, that's just a terrible accident waiting to happen, so you cannot have that. So he's now mounting it onto the wall with screwdrivers, or maybe into some wood or something, but he's mounting it so it can't sit in water if there's another spill, and it was right under the water outlet for the dishwasher as well. So if that leaked, it would just go whoosh onto this live plug socket. So, oh dear. Anyway, he's being my saviour and sorting me out, and I'm a bit of a loose end. I've been running up and down the stairs and getting him screwdrivers and tape measures and things. Are you giving your instructions again? What do you need now, darling?
You had a stubby Phillips screwdriver about this big.
Yes, it's in my musician box.
Right, that'll do. I need 2 little screws. Have you got a screw box?
Yeah, I'll go and get them for you now.
Not long, about no more than 10 mil long, but I mean you could just bring the whole lot.
I will. Oh, he's going right under. His feet is like disappearing completely. He says all the important bits are dry. The bits that needed to be dry are dry. It was just the outsidey bits that were wet. Oh dear, there's all sorts of grunts and groans coming now. So that is what happened last night, but we're all sorted now. We waited until this morning, and then my boyfriend pushed the washing machine back because he observed that it was no more leaking, and I've managed to successfully run the dishwasher. Now today I've got a blood test at 2:10 at my local doctor's surgery, and I didn't want to tell you because I think it's nothing. I think it's something and nothing. It's all going to have sorted itself out by now anyway, and I didn't want to cause anyone to worry. But I'm trying to go on to HRT, which I don't really want to talk about too much, just in case my decision influences somebody else's decision, because the thing is with HRT, there's risks and benefits, as there are with, you know, pretty much all medication. And the factors of risk and benefit, you know, they vary from person to person due to all manner of things like age, BMI, lifestyle, all sorts of things like that. So I'm a bit reluctant to talk about my decision. But anyway, I wanted to have another consultation about it with the GP. I end up on a lot of nitrofurantoin because of urine infections, which is related to the menopause, physical changes in certain areas of the body, which then become prone to urine infections. Not everybody has this. I do. It's one of those things. Because of that, they wanted to test my kidney function with a blood test as a sort of matter of routine. Anyway, I had it done shortly after arriving back from Portugal, and it flagged up low renal function. And I chatted to the GP on the phone, and I said, well, I've just had impetigo, and she said it could be related to impetigo, and she didn't seem in the least bit concerned. So I had to be scheduled in for another blood test. I couldn't get one for another 2 weeks, because that was the earliest slot, so I had to wait 2 weeks. I haven't really been that worried about it. I googled it about impetigo and low renal function, and everywhere I looked it was saying that, you know, impetigo is a bacterial infection. It's quite often sort of on your nose and lip. If you watch my Portugal vlogs, you'll have witnessed it gradually improving over the course of the fortnight. Impetigo is not viral, it's bacterial, and you can get different bacterial strains that cause it, and one of them could be strep A, and apparently it's the strep A one which can leave you with lowered renal function as a result of it, but in the vast majority of cases it sorts itself out and you just make a complete recovery and absolutely fine. So that's what I'm fully expecting. But today I'm having my follow-up blood test, so we'll just see what happens with that. I see my other half still managed to find time to leave me a message in the fridge magnets in spite of all the chaos. I must be honest, tinned peas, I agree with that. I agree with Tina, because I bought a load of tinned peas when we were going into lockdown, and it's the one food stuff that has just been untouched. I do not like them. They're probably fine actually. I should probably just make a curry with them so that, you know, the flavour is intertwined with the spices. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should like make that my next meal now I've said that. I should do it because they're going to go off. I'm making a drink for myself. Anyway, I am going to go and practice my flute. Probably won't film it today. I just want to crack on with it, to be honest, and just focus uninterrupted. And I'll put those away later because I want to keep checking for signs of any more drippage, because I'll see it, it'll come down in the corner there if it starts up its silly nonsense again. There's all manner of daft stuff under there. There's dog toys and everything from the previous inhabitants. I've just got a bit carried away working something out, which I think is rather fun. You know, golden brown, da 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 da. It's got this intro and it goes dum da ba da ba dum da ba da dum da ba da ba dum bam bam da da da. Hopefully I don't get done for copyright singing that to you. In our pub band we actually play that number, and on the flute, probably don't know this, it is actually possible to play 2 notes at a time, but only certain ones. But it's quite hard to do it loud. But anyway, I've been very slowly working out that intro, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it fast enough, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it loud enough, because if you blow the note more strongly, it tends to not work. I can't see the monitor from over there, hang on. This is the problem. Okay, don't move, Imo, don't move. It's hard to concentrate on what you're doing though, because you're trying to concentrate on keeping still. Kind of, you get my gist. This is the stuff I spend my time doing and getting distracted. I love doing stuff like that. Right, I need to have a bite to eat and then go and have my blood tested. Ugh. This is what I could do with having a banana, but I've used them all up. And the avocados are still rock hard. I shall have an apple. Oh, shouldn't have done that right before vlogging. That's better. Yes, I don't want to eat a full meal right before going because I'm going in 20 minutes and I haven't got time to cook anything properly, but I don't want to go completely low blood sugary and ready for lunch to a blood test. Because I've done that before and they couldn't get any blood out of me and they had to send me off with a banana and a packet of crisps and come back in a while. So we don't want that to happen. We don't want any more hold-ups. We want to get this blood tested and then we'll know where we are with things, won't we? Crisps to the rescue! Well, I wasn't expecting it to rain while I was out. It is lashing it down right now. I bought eggs while I was out. I spotted the free range and then I noticed barn on it. So I'm not sure how free range these free range eggs are. But anyway, I've got them now, so I'm going to have them. And I also bought some chocks. And no, I don't mean chocolates. I mean, well, doorstops. Rubbery ones with a grippy texture. Observe what happens when we open the fridge. Open sesame. Oh. It's better than it was because IB had a good go at it last night, but it's still sliding around a bit. So I thought it might save him having to screw it to the wall if I just whack some of these under the legs at the bottom. I'm never going to have the strength to lift that up, surely. There's just no way, is that? Oh, mind you, it's going to angle it back again, isn't it? After he's just straightened it all out for me. Oh, maybe I need to rethink this idea. Well, it seemed like a good idea when I was out in town thinking about it. Blood test went smoothly enough. I never know how long you're meant to keep these things on. Probably 10 minutes or something, innit? Do we reckon 10 minutes? Do it in one go. That's best, isn't it? Little puncture mark. Can't make my appointment now till the blood test result is in, so I'll probably call early next week, they advised. I'm going to do an experiment with the air fryer. I presume you can cook just stuff in there, like a, like a roasting tin. So that's what I'm going to do. I noticed I had a tin of potatoes down in the cellar, which it's not on its date yet. It's got a couple of months left, but it's one of those things I'm never going to get around to eating. So I thought I might try sort of stirring it in oil a bit. And with the leftover broccoli from last night, pop them in the air fryer for a bit together and see what happens. And have a fried egg with it. I've put that on to preheat. Got those out of the cellar. I'll pop that lot back under the sink while that's preheating. I just had a bit of out of the box thinking. I thought, what if I put those in sideways and well, it's not doing it now, but it is still pulling it forward. Oh, it's just fallen over that one. Oh, it's not working. I've got these frying, and I've been having some little peeps at this. Look, 8 minutes left. I put it on for 20. Look, oh, that's done. I'm gonna cancel that. I think I might have killed the broccoli. It's gonna be nice, I think, though. I'm not sure about the broccoli, a bit charcoal. Well, the broccoli did not work at all. It's literally crunchy and doesn't taste good. The tinned potatoes, well, they're tinned potatoes. They're only going to be so good because they're tinned potatoes. I probably should have put some salt and pepper or something in them. I mean, they're okay. They're cooked. They're piping hot all the way through. A bit crispy on the outside. But, yeah, at the end of the day, a tinned potato, so. Anyway, I'm still going to enjoy it. It's about 3:45 now. It's so dreary and grey outside. That meal was okay. It was perfectly adequate. It wasn't one of my best ones. I did put salt and pepper on it and it definitely improved those potatoes. I have got work to do. Loads of desky-based music work. Emailing, notating, set list compiling, more emailing, just loads of stuff. I'm just going to put the camera off and concentrate on doing that and check in with you when I've done. Oh, and also I had a phone call from my daughter and she was in a chatty mood. So I chatted until she was ready to not chat anymore, and she's actually coming home to dinner, which is rather unexpected. So I've taken some tuna out. I'm going to do a tuna and pasta meal later. It's 6 o'clock now. I worked for about 1 hour and 3/4, something like that, at my desk doing admin-y stuff to do with my music work, and then my daughter came in through the door, so I obviously downed tools and went and had a chat to her for a while. I'm cooking our dinner. I'm doing a lot of pasta and a lot of sort of sautéed veg, and I'm going to stir that in together and let some of it go cold so she can take it to college as part of her packed lunch tomorrow. This is very seasoned as usual. She now likes spicy food and is tolerating it, so there's even chilli in there. And I'm experimenting with the air fryer. I know it's going to go cold, you're going to tell me off, but there's tuna in there. Not wrapped in foil. Because so far the only fish I've cooked in there has been wrapped in foil, and so I wanted to see what it was like not wrapped in foil. I'm also experimenting with cooking times. This pasta's like a load of old worms. Look, I've strained it and put it in with the veggies. It looks like it's alive. Oh, it looks like, doesn't it? It looks like a bit of maggoty movement going on. Oh, it's freaking me out. IP would not want this. I tell you what, he's averse to anything that resembles insect life in, you know, in meal form. I've just done a little taste of the tuna for the purpose of the vlog. Don't do what I just did. Wrap it up in foil, for goodness sake. It'll come out very dry and chewy. I'm going to be trimming this now for ages. My daughter's coming down now. We're going to enjoy some quality time together, hopefully. She's going to show me some vlogs from the uni that she's going to. And we're going to watch them and hopefully get excited together. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below to watch more videos from me if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.